Yesterday, October 13th, marked the International Day for Disaster Risk Reduction under the United Nations International Strategy for Disaster Reduction. This year's theme is Making the City Resilient. My city is getting ready. However, according to Director of Disaster Management and Emergency, Jamel Robinson, the theme Making the Islands Resilient, My Island is Getting Ready, better suits the TCI. News 4 spoke with Robinson, who told us about the objectives.
The objective for this year's International Day for Disaster Reduction are, for number one, to know more, which is to raise the awareness of citizens and governments at all levels of the benefits of reducing urban risk. Number two, invest wisely. That's identify budget allocations within local government funding plans to invest in disaster risk reduction activities. And number three, build more safely, which is to include disaster risk reduction in participatory urban development planning processes and protect critical infrastructure.
Organizers planned, executed, and participated in local school events around the islands, such as devotions, cleanup campaigns, and a radio interview with Robert Hall, host for the radio talk show Expressions. We asked Robinson whether the TCI was receptive to the events.
So far, so good from the feedback that I've gotten, at least from the other district commissioners in our office and the Una Glinton particularly. The students there were very receptive of the theme for this year, and they are very knowledgeable, which is a delight for a person presenting, that persons already know some of the information that you are giving out.
Robinson added that it was important for the TCI to join in with other countries and participate on this day.
Well, it is very important for TCI to participate because even though in this instance the United Nations International Strategy for Disaster Reduction is focusing on cities particularly, we have similar issues as these cities. I'll give you the 7 drivers of disaster risk in urban areas, and at least 3 of these particularly pop out as issues within the Turks and Caicos Islands. The first one would be rising urban populations and increased density. Unplanned urban development. You might just say unplanned development. That is a serious issue, particularly in Providencial Islands. Weak urban governance, a lack of available land for low-income citizens. Some persons might say that might be a issue here, whether it's low income or just general. The land availability, appropriate land, I should say, is very limited. Inappropriate construction, obviously, that can be an issue given the size of our planning department and the resources therefore for them to ensure that all houses are being built to code. The number of building inspectors is so limited that even with its greatest efforts, it's hard to keep up with the amount of development that has taken place. So you're not always certain that all buildings are being built specifically to code or using the best materials at all times.
For WIV4 News, I'm Artavia Bassett.